setting, it all works out good, and it looks really good on mobile too. So.
Oh, hi guys, how's it going? Hey.
I'm very upset that you weren't looking at your screen because we were all trying to tell. We were all doing this to. We were just. It was Mosh's idea.
Yeah.
It was totally Mosh's idea. Just wanted to get you to think that you had something on your nose. I said that was so mean, and we shouldn't do that to Fraz. Yeah, we got.
Okay, we win.
Nose goes.
We won.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
We won. We won. It's fine.
We won. It's fine.
We're all adults here. We're all adults here.
Absolutely. There's totally not a clip and or a TikTok that's going to be made where I literally call you all children. Doesn't exist.
Rest is like, what did I do?
No, what did I do?
She said it's not going to be.
Don't rope me in with these guys.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you're right, but I don't know why you got to do rest like that.
I mean, dirty.
And Jack, yes,
Hey,
everyone else is
he giggled, so it counts.
He did giggle.
He did giggle.
He encouraged them.
Oh god,
He
it's
did
fantastic. And everyone that I've sent the clip to is just thinks it's hilarious. So I'm actually really excited for it. But hi guys, how's it going?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. What's all this
Calling
then?
us children. I'm sitting here eating pizza anytime. So
Yes.
That won't work because I'm having a time and a half trying to host you.
Yes, it did. I got the notey. So yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, thank you, Jack
Jack
Jacosty, for
Jacostive.
that hosty. I appreciate you. With that said, also Vidge, thank you very much for the hosty. So with all that said, we should go ahead and do introductions for any new folks who are joining us. So we will start just to the right of me with Restabrooks. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing.
Hey guys, yes, my name's Restabrooks. You can call me Rest. Just don't call me late for dinner. You can call me. Thank you. Not planned. Perfect execution. Yeah, I play Captain Hawkins, and you can find me on basically any social under the handle Restabrooks because I'm really creative.
Heck yeah. All right, next up, Jack. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing.
Howdy. I am a Jack Jacos TV, and you can find me on all platforms as either a Jack Jacos or Jack Jacos TV. I am a Twitch streamer, and someone just went bye-bye.
who died? Who killed it?
Why did Mosh have
iTunes
three
died.
Moshes?
iTunes
Three
killed it.
Moshes.
iTunes died in Discord for some reason. Anyway, we're back, and Mosh, there's 3 Moshes now.
Yeah. Why are there 3
Moshception.
There
Moshis?
we go.
Oh,
One is plenty. That's why he talks in third person, because 3 of them.
because there's actually 3 Moshes.
Very accurate.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
so
We back?
Jack, do your intro.
yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I got interrupted.
So
Start over.
Damn it, twice. Howdy. I am Jack Jacos. I am a Twitch streamer. You can find me on most platforms as either Jack Jacos or Jack Jacos TV.
So
I
flustered.
am playing Saber Deceiver, also known as Quinn the Destructor. The tactical
The
sprinter.
sprinter of things.
Quinn, the
Sprinter of
tactical
things.
sprinter.
Destroyer of
Shooter of
worlds.
batteries.
Title has been heard. Tactical Sprinter.
Tactical sprinter, shooter of batteries. Yeah, I play the reckless one. Also the
Yeah,
ancient one.
squisher of giant mech heads, you know.
You're
You know.
also
Whatever.
7,000 years old.
Not quite.
300 years old.
314, give or take.
314. Yeah, that's right.
It's
And
over
a half.
9,000.
It's over 9,000. Okay. Anyway, it's good that we're getting this out of our system now because tonight's going to be pretty intense. So, continuing on, we have Theo. Go ahead and tell us who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing.
Hi, I am Theobald from TheobaldsGaming. I am playing the giant Russian man bear Ralph, and who is also known as Saber Romeo. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at TheobaldsGaming. Pretty much does it. More bagel bites. Yay.
More bagel bites.
Bagel bites.
All of the
Bagel
bagel
bites
bites.
cover 3 of the 5 main food groups.
You're not wrong.
Bread,
You're not
sauce, and cheese. I mean,
And
you've got
pizza.
3 out of 5.
pork. Tomatoes are
Yeah,
fruit.
vegetables. Tomatoes are vegetables.
Pizza's
Yeah, yeah.
essentially
Tomatoes
an
are
apex
fruit.
meal, okay? To have
Oh.
that
It
bite
is.
size is just
It really is. It's the food of the future. I don't know.
capsules,
Yes.
pizza.
Tomatoes are a fruit. Specifically, they are a berry.
You're a berry.
But you don't put them in fruit salad.
A very
sweet.
amazing human.
Flippin' got him.
Yes, you're a
On to
berry amazing.
Mosh. On to Mosh.
Yep, on to Mosh.
He's
Last,
like,
last
"Stop."
but certainly not least, Machi,
Train,
tell us who you
rails.
are. Yeah, who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing.
Hey guys, I'm MoshXT. You can find me on Twitter as MoshXT. On Twitter is MoshXT_, and on YouTube as MoshXT. I play Cygnus, also known as Joker. Saber Joker.
Did he just say
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
got 2 Twitch channels? Did you just
No,
dox
he
your,
said
your
Twitter
hidden...
twice. He said Twitter
okay,
twice.
so
First one was Twitch, second one was Twitter.
Hidden
the
juice
one is
channel.
so you're not. What do the
Also-
kids call it? Is the other one so you're not horny on main? Is that what
Oh
that's
my
called?
god,
A
JD.
Smurf Twitch account.
Is that yeah? Is
Smurf
that your
Twitch.
your
Smurf
Smurf
Twitch
Twitch
account.
account?
Man, I don't even
So,
relate to this generation.
trying to rein it back in a little bit here. For any misconstrued usernames can also be found. All of their Twitch usernames are in their boxes, so if you guys want to go check them out, please go check everybody out. Hang out with them. They're fantastic, wonderful content creators as well. So
And by the way, before you say we've gone off the rails, we never even touched the rails
We-
tonight.
we-
so-
there are no
rails.
rails. There are no rails.
There are no
There were
rails.
no rails to begin with.
Okay, so
By the way, I do think we've gotten to the point where I'm obnoxious enough that everybody else has to do an introduction, but I don't even do one. So I guess everybody
did we
already
skip
knows.
you, JD?
No, I guess
Yeah,
everybody
you
already
skipped
knows to the point where it's
This
just
is
like,
what happens when
No, I'm fine with it actually.
Intro
I'm
yourself,
low
damn
key. So I'm Mosh Jakos, and you can find
My
me
brother.
on onlyfeets.net by typing in Resta and Theo had a baby, and it's my feet. No, okay, so I'm JDdotST. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch, and my whole goal in my intro is to make every one of the people in this party laugh. I succeeded, except Theo was eating a bagel bite, so he couldn't laugh without choking.
Theo is trying not to die.
Is that light up unicorn coated in LSD or something? Like you're touching it, it's getting absorbed into your hand.
Oh God, you're a fluffy unicorn. I'm a
Oh,
fluffy
God.
unicorn. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is going to be fun. Okay, I'm reining it back in now. I promise.
So this is what happens when I don't stream for a week.
Oh,
I forget how to do everything.
I know
So,
this feeling.
I
And
apologize.
this is all because you didn't
but-
stream last week too. This is all the crap we could have gotten out last
See,
week.
that's what I mean. This is what happens when I don't stream for a week.
Mhm.
Okay, so are we good? Can we start? Do we have more shenanigans to get through?
I was waiting on Fress.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, so gotta change music here a little bit.
Strat, make the game master laugh so much that they can't kill us.
Yeah, that's not
Or
gonna
kill
work
us
out for me.
faster.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be that they want to kill us.
Oh, she's wanted to kill it. That was the whole point of this whole thing. You guys
Yeah.
don't realize
How
that?
have I
I don't have
survived
a
this
god
long?
complex at all.
From
How
the
have I
first,
survived this long?
yeah, from the first ask, it was how can I kill them? That's
I
all
want to
she
shoot
thinks
this
of.
bomb-shaped battery. Okay, do it.
That DM
Yes.
plotting, that's the one. This is it. This is the time. It's not
I'm
you
going to
tripped
make
over
a
rock,
giant mech
dead.
that's undefeatable.
Yeah, pretty
I'll
much.
shoot it in the battery.
Shoot it in
So-
the battery. Let's go.
When last we met, our pilots were working on improvements to their mechs and researching their pasts. During this downtime, Quinn was given information from Chiba Ryu that led him to a link to his past. Accompanied by Captain Hawkins, they followed hallways to an abandoned portion of the Nishimura. Within, they discovered some hints to Quinn's past in the Deceiver program. It was revealed through blips of surveillance footage that several centuries ago, Dr. Tsuneo and a team of researchers discovered a cryostasis pod containing the unconscious Quinn. I don't even know what you're laughing at.
Brett hit his elbow really hard.
I hit my elbow really hard.
This is why we can't have
I've
nice
done it
things.
on my mic stand and it hurts, but it's also really funny. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
I know.
back.
Okay, let's continue.
So, they were able to download an encrypted file with more information on the program. However, before they were able to take it back to be decrypted, their pagers began to sound. Reporting to the ready room beneath the CIC, they were informed that several teams of scouts from the Forward Research Division had been sent in to investigate a system of interdimensional tunnels within the core of planet Elnax. One set of scouts has yet to return. So, out of an abundance of concern, Saber Unit 12 is being deployed to investigate the final tunnel, discover what happened to the research scouts, and retrieve any relics from the other side. So, we open in front of Cygnus's lab. All of you are standing outside the doors. You have about an hour before you need to be ready for deployment. What would you like to do?
Open the door, come on in, and grab what you think would be useful.
Yeah, right. I'm sitting on the floor, aren't I?
Here's also there's probably like 3 little manuals for how your upgraded mics and weapons work, so you may want to check that out. That's all.
Oh, right. You were upgrading our mechs. I forgot about that.
Also, really quick, JD, what 2 on-foot skills did you decide to go with?
Acrobatics and coax.
Hurt.
And intellect and athletics.
No, you picked 2.
And intellect and combat.
No, you picked 2. You pick 2 or you get none. Make up my mind.
All of them.
Don't make
Coax
the
and
GM
acrobat.
pick
I
for
just
you.
selected all of them because I was like, oh yeah, clicky, clicky, clicky. They have the button, I clicky.
Ooh, the clicky clicky. Okay, so coax and acrobatics. Got it. Okay, cool. Add that
Yeah,
to
Jack's the stealthy boy.
my records, which ironically he did not pick stealth.
I didn't actually.
I need to get that as well.
Did you go with
'cause I didn't- I know you went with intellect for 1, right? And then which other one did you
Yeah.
go with, Jack?
Combat.
Combat. Okay, cool.
Oh, I thought you said wombat, which would have been way cooler.
Combat wombat. Heck yeah. Okay,
Can
so
that be a skill?
He's our rabbit attack wombat.
rabbit attack wombat. Heck yeah.
That's basically Mosh.
Right. Okay, so I will say that over the next 35-ish minutes, give or take, you guys spend some time just going over any last-minute details that you need. Mosh, what kind of things have you been working on for them that, like, what do you think reasonably you would have at your disposal? Everyone currently should have 2 sets of repair nanites. You should have 1 flash grenade and 1
Fraz
grenade.
Nice.
I've just accepted it at this point. Yeah, everyone should have a shield equipped on their mech, so everyone should be taking -1 damage. That's something you guys are going to have to keep track of as we go through the night.
Let's see.
And is that
Probably, I guess
every
you would-
encounter or every roll?
It's so anytime you take damage, you will reduce
yeah,
it by 1.
Okay, anytime you take the
Anytime you take damage. Yes, Jack.
Me and Rest also have the guns. Space Pistol 18.
Yes, you guys have. Yeah, you two
And
have.
tack knife.
Yeah, you 2 have. You guys would all have like those kinds of weapons available to you inside your mechs in case there was ever a need for like an out of combat encounter or out of mech combat encounter. Bleh. So
It would basically be a person-sized version of your mech's weaponry, right?
in your mech,
I can't
yes.
walk around with a big fucking sniper.
So
No,
Core
but,
for
like,
combat. I'm ready.
yeah, so you would have at your disposal. You would have
Come on,
at your
haven't you seen Sword Art
disposal.
Online? Come on, dude.
At your disposal at all times, you will have a combat pistol and a combat knife. just for your character. When you're on the ship and there is something an emergency that you need to deal with on the ship that's out of mech, then you have your mini mech weapons essentially.
Okay.
So
Sounds dangerous, but okay.
But I mean,
was
when
thinking-
we're in our mech, if our mech were to get, just so I understand, if our mech were to get damaged, I would still have my same type of weapon, right? I'd still
you would
have
you would have a pistol either way. Everyone has a
Yeah.
pistol and like a combat knife essentially.
Foldable
Nice.
shovels.
Foldable shovels, tactical shovels.
Tactical shovels. Yes.
Great. Now I'm
Start
thinking
going
about the
into-
TF2 soldier.
Mhm.
Get some shovels, probably some little bit of extra like rations, I guess, just in case of.
Yeah,
food
no,
goes
that's
hungry
standard stuff. So
Cool. Okay.
again.
Light Rider is suffering from hunger, -2
Nope.
accuracy.
He's good. He ate.
he's good. He's got his emergency
Yeah.
sandwich compartment now.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Yeah, we're
So
gravy.
here are your manuals for your upgraded mechs. Make sure you guys go over them as fast as you can. and
which
understand
also
it.
would have been uploaded to your mechs by the by. So
It doesn't hurt to be pre-prepared.
and you guys will have to keep track and remind me of those upgrades and just like kind of overall extra stuff that you guys have now. So
Ralph would pretty much just look at the book. It also doubles as emergency toiletries.
I thought
Okay.
paper was like a commodity, though. Like, is paper? Isn't? Yeah. Okay.
they wouldn't be
Printed,
these
right?
probably wouldn't be printed. They'd probably be on like data pads.
Hollow printed.
Yeah.
Hollow printed.
Hollow
yes.
manuals.
Tattooed on me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't forget. Let's see, Clint. I got some interesting things for you. So, if you would like, you can get these little detection arrows.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Gotta get those detection arrows that can detect enemies and read reactor heat signatures.
I like it.
And then if anyone else wants, they can have them as well. But I think only. How many of us have a bow?
I think it's just you and Quinn that have a bow.
Oh, you have a bow too?
Yeah, he
Oh,
has a
bro.
long bow. Or
Oh,
short bow.
bros.
One of the two. He has a bow.
Oh, bros.
Bow bros.
Right. I think that should be it. Other than, I think all your upgrades are already installed in your mechs. Get anything else that if you guys want. This is the safe area where you can pick what you like. And all that, you're good to go.
I'd like to give Cygnus the random parts that I had stripped from the room downstairs.
Okay.
Hey, Cygnus, do you think anything of these?
I look at it.
It's mostly junk, but it's old junk. Like, but familiar in a way.
Told, it's familiar.
Oh, do a roll for
Where did you roll for it?
No, you're good. It's familiar. It's familiar enough for you because of you can tell that these types of systems specifically are from your home planet.
Nice.
Where did you find this?
Plot thickens.
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
As you
Like,
blurted out last
Yeah.
session that I have a secret.
Well, I have a secret, but
A
it's a
secret,
secret.
a secret.
Secret.
So you blurt out your secret, and you're keeping that secret.
Sorry.
Got it.
Captain and I found a secret wall and a super secret staircase in a super secret lab where I super secretly came out of.
I heard your Styx reference too, Theo. Good job.
Okay.
Proud of you for that.
Mysterious background chat. Or Quinn. Got it.
Secret. I got a
Super secret lab. That sounds very interesting, Quinn.
Oh,
Might
and I
be
forgot there's
something
a
you wanna
super
look
secret
into.
message that is kind of secret to me too. That I
Are you going to share the message,
yeah.
or are you just going to keep it all to your secret self?
let me
It's
secretly
very
pull the
heavily
message up.
encrypted.
Friends don't lie.
I'm secretly pulling up the message now.
He's
my
gone
text.
from combat wombat to secret squirrel.
So Fraz, can I like send this to all of their hollow deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and put it in, copy and paste it into session notes, because I don't have the file anymore.
Session notes.
Mm-hmm.
It's over 2,000 characters. I can't.
Can you paste it as a text file? Should be able to.
In other words, hint: keep track of your own stuff, people.
I do.
She said that to us on the first day.
I did.
1 second. I have this in
She
a.
said
in a
you
folder
grown.
somewhere.
She said you grown, mother. And if you don't do it, I'll you up. That was what I remember her saying. Maybe that was just to me specifically.
Did
No, it
Maurice get in
was
here
everyone.
somehow? What happened?
There you
There
go,
you
bud.
Oh, found it.
Just did it.
Rest beat you to it.
Yeah. Well, I got. Oh.
Well, okay. I guess you guys both just did it. I do have the unencrypted version still, however. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
See it?
We're gonna have
But
to revisit this.
unfortunately, you guys will not have time to get through the the decryption process during what time you have currently.
My computer's tripping out. Not good.
Interesting. We're gonna have to revisit this once we get back from our mission. If we get back from our mission.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
Okay. So, gathering your supplies and your collective points of intrigue and
Supplies.
readying supplies. Yeah.
Sandwiches, obviously.
Yep. Sandwiches.
JD.
Emergency sandwiches are acquired, and you guys return to the ready room and are each escorted to your mechs.
Out of all the things that happened in session 1, for that to be the one that lives on.
I mean, really.
He's
Of
never
everything.
gonna live it down at all. Neither is Jack for shooting the giant battery.
Yeah, but I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
Didn't you see the clip?
I mean,
It's on TikTok.
It got made into content, so
Oh god. Quinn, don't tell
hashtag
me you were
content.
streaming while we were doing training.
I'm proud of me. I didn't
Okay.
die.
so you're greeted by the same research head of research person, and she says you'll be landing closely to where the ion cannon that you dealt with previously is located. It has been handily decommissioned at this point, and the area is safe. You'll be greeted by my research team, and they will give you the exact coordinates of the Verillion tunnel entrance to be uploaded directly to your mechs. You can ask them any questions that you have upon arrival. Good luck, pilots. We're counting on you. And with that, you each embark upon your mechs, within your mechs, to your mechs.
On the way out, though, Ralph looks a little disappointed at the mention of the ion cannon being disabled. Oh, I wanted to shoot it once.
You,
Next time, bud.
by the way that she said it, you can assume that it's not just been disabled, that it's probably been deconstructed. So.
Yeah, but Ralph wants to play with the big gun. I mean, it's Ralph.
That's fair. Very fair. There
Yeah,
are
well,
like
have a battery.
12 other cannons on the planet's surface, so just throwing it out there.
Okay.
Oh god.
So, you notice as you enter this new hangar bay that it's on a lower part of the ship. Seemingly, this is in an effort to get the mechs closer to the planet's atmosphere and make it a less intense drop. Nonetheless, you each enter your mechs, link in, and prepare. You hear the warning alarm sound as the bay doors open to reveal the infinity of space and the dusty atmosphere of planet Elnax below. Goodness.
What was
What the
that?
heck was that?
I don't know.
Who was it?
Not
It was
it.
me.
Oh, it was Mosh. The giant metal fasteners holding your mechs in place release, and you begin your slow descent into the floating limitless void of space.
That sounds fun.
Engaging your boosters, you begin to drift towards planet Elnax. You've experienced entering a planetary atmosphere recently, but this time you can fully focus on the descent as you all touch down on the sandy dunes. There is a bit of a dust storm stirring up, but as you trek the short distance from your landing zone to the forward scout camp, it's enough to affect your vision and you have to rely on your instruments. The camp consists of modular versions of structures that you're familiar with on board the Nishimura. They look pretty plain on the outside, the dark metal glimmering with orange hues under the now setting sunlight. You see lights blink as a massive hangar bay emerges from beneath the sand.
Oh, interesting.
This installation, however, is clearly different from the modular camp buildings, as it is sleeker in design and certainly unachievable in the amount of time the scouts had been planetside.
Interesting.
Mosh, do you have a voice mod on? Oh, okay. I was very confused.
It's a little much. I don't know if you can back down the intensity just a hair.
Never. Listening.
Yeah, because it was fizzling.
Never.
That's better, yeah.
Yeah.
So, a voice comes over the short-range comms.
And Butte, we're able to get this hunk of junk working again from the parts we salvaged from Aga Cannon. Come on in. We got business to discuss.
So,
Wonderful.
Are we about to make a new friend?
you don't know.
Oi, oi.
Let's just hope.
So, as you continue to march forward, entering this hangar bay, it descends behind you, and you are put into essentially an elevator. The massive doors close behind you, and you are instructed to disembark and enter through to the meeting area that's in a different, like one of the modular rooms that they've like made a connector to. So, greeting you at the door, you see a very plain man, dressed in just t-shirt, jeans, overalls that are like draped down around him, big heavy steel-toed boots, and just plain black hair that is slicked back, matted with grease, and just has grease all over his face. Pretty clear that this guy is either an engineer or a researcher or something in between. But it seems like he has been doing maintenance on the hydraulics and systems within the hangar bay recently.
I thought you said ninja. Engineer.
Engineer.
They're super stealthy at engineering.
Engineer.
An engineer, not an engineer.
Can I change my class?
A little late for that.
Damn it.
Okay.
If we smash you and Mosh together, it's pretty much what we get.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Not wrong.
But would I
Not
be
wrong.
taller?
I
Shorter.
feel like being short is advantageous to being a ninja.
It really is, though.
Just saying. Less surface area and body mass to move around. Anyway. Focus, friends. The man comes up to you and introduces himself as Bon Tabata and escorts you into a meeting room. That is enough of that door. All the windows in the house are open, so like there's just a bunch of airflow, and this accordion door is just.
That's what the shaking sound is. Got it.
Yeah, I'm curious.
That's the shaking sound. It's not a sound effect. It's just my door.
Building
So,
ambience.
Bon, what is this topic you had to discuss?
Well, what all have you been told so far about your mission? That is.
Absolutely nothing.
We are to
Captain.
explore underground tunnels and labyrinths.
Yeah.
Scouting party went in, and
Didn't
all
come
came out
back.
except one.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Search and rescue, pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, what we managed to recover is puzzling at best. Can't say that I'm really particularly worried about our friends on the other side of the tunnel, but I am very interested in what they'd be having to bring back. Scouts are expendable, but you sabers, y'all are something else.
Oh, yeah.
What I do have to give you is some intel we got from our boys that did make it back from the other side. According to our readings, the ones that came back jumped to like different planets in the system. But the Neo relic we recovered from this tunnel in particular, well, that's from a different time completely. Some 500 years ago, or maybe a different dimension. We ain't really sure. With that said, might be a good idea to have what we're deeming reality anchors before you go in. These can be anything from like memory, immeasurable love for someone or something, or, you know, something else. Whatever works for you. Just in case. Space-time. It's weird.
A different time. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like some
like where I'm from.
500 years old or something. It's back from before the Neo Dominion fell, which would have been, frankly, before the Aeons even came to Lodestar Alpha. It's when they still had their floating castle up in the sky. Crazy stuff.
Side note, you might have a bomb getting dropped, Fraz.
Oh, what now?
You'll see. You'll see.
What? I'm confused. Okay.
You won't be soon enough. All right. Back in character. Sorry.
Should I be concerned?
No, it's nothing bad.
No. It is okay.
It'll be
Okay.
fine.
All right.
It's a good thing.
Anyway. All right. Yeah.
Did
Past
you
my shelf
derail
life. Thank
Fraz's
you.
train?
Thank you very
You
much for
derailed
the gifted
Fraz's train,
subs.
didn't you?
I appreciate you.
My
Did you break
What?
her?
one
No.
of my viewers dropped 5 subs in my channel. It's like the first person to gift that many, and now he just went over
Aw.
and dropped 5 on Fraz.
Appreciate you. So, do y'all have any questions? I assume you have a few. It's kind of a lot.
So-
I get that.
What were you saying about these memory anchors?
We're calling them reality anchors. Basically,
Reality anchors.
you need to have something that you can call on at any point that will ground you to this reality, to this dimension that you're in. Whether, again, it can be a memory, it can be, you know, something that you have a strong emotional attachment to, like a family member or something. Or whatever else that you can think of that you will keep you grounded, essentially.
So did anybody think this through, sending a bunch of people who have trouble remembering their past into a place where we have to rely on our memories of the present?
No, but quite honestly, when does anybody think about us? Our job is to go in the hole, and that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I guess the
Yep.
memories of being together and being on the Nishimura during our training days would probably help.
I mean, camaraderie is a great one.
The power of friendship is a magical thing.
I would least expect that from you, Kevin, but it works.
Oh my god,
It works, sir.
So good. So good.
Got a friend in me.
Hmm. So would that be why they may not have come back? Is because of their anchor wasn't as good, or did they?
Well,
find something
either
on the other
that
side?
or the tunnel collapsed on the other side and now they can't get back. That's also a possibility. Or they
The
were
captain
crushed
makes a
in
good
the
point.
infinite heat death of the universe. Or they were sucked into a black hole. Could have jettisoned themselves into the core of another planet that's less stable. I mean, there's lots of
All of this
opportunities.
sounds horrific.
Infinite
By-
possibilities.
Eaten by space monsters, you know, the
How
usual.
many people have gone through and how many of them have come back again?
So it was a team of 3. We didn't really deem it necessary to send any more than that. And
But,
this team, however, the ones that went into the other tunnels, they were 7, 8, 24. 24 have come back.
Good odds.
So
8 tunnel entrances that we found so far.
Hmm.
The captain made a good point. Does anybody really know anything about the team that is lost? Anything that we could do to call out to them, to remind them of where they belong and bring them back?
I mean, I can give you their names, but that's about it. Like, they were really, like, honestly, they were just kind of run-of-the-mill scouts. Not really anything super intriguing about them, frankly.
I would like their names.
All right.
First and last.
All right. Give me just a moment.
Captain, I don't know if we can reach the ship, but maybe we can see if they have a family member that we could remind them of as an anchor.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Okay. Of course you guys want their names. Of course you want their names.
Oh my
John,
god.
Jill, and
She did
Jeffrey.
it for Bear Boy.
Yeah, I mean, like,
See, no matter how well you plan,
why we gotta get so detailed about it? Let's go in the hole and fight some stuff. What are we worried about all this for?
they're talking about
Because-
magical space boogie woogie
If we-
woogie that you need to have memories for. So
If we go in half-assed, we might not make it back.
yeah,
Well, if... All right.
and she wants to kill us. Remember that.
Okay, so we have Saito Usagi,
Saito Usagi.
yep, Hirota Sheen,
Great. Now I'm thinking about Jimmy Neutron. Sheen.
and Muramoto Torva.
Muramoto Torva.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna remember any of those.
That's fine.
Like,
That's why you have.
Yell
That's
hey
why.
into the void.
That's why you have teammates
Yeah,
who
notes.
do.
Hey!
like watch it go in one ear, exit the other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going in the trippy space. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Let's
great.
take a dip in the strawberry river.
Don't get lost by
Wow,
the
that's a
Phoenix.
throwback.
Always.
Light Rider, don't get lost by the changing of lights.
First thing I say when I get in there is juicy. That comes out my mouth.
I don't know
I
what
love
I'm
that
missing,
movie.
but I'm gonna keep missing it.
Can
I
I
don't
be
want
a
to know.
Sasquatch too?
You my baby, Sasky.
You already are.
So your knowledge.
Is this an Uncle Grandpa thing?
Yes.
Oh God.
Your guys' knowledge of like general scout troops are typically like either lower level, typically not like lower level military personnel who excel in intellect gathering, espionage, things of that nature. So they are promoted to either research division or scouts, sometimes both. Just depending on what the needs of the research division are. So they are essentially the people who go in to the bullshit and come out, and they are very much deemed expendable. Not a lot of respect in research scouting.
Okay.
It's not nice.
They're there to get the shit and get out, and if they die, we've got 7 more lined up. They are the fast food workers of the Nishimura.
It's kind of a counterproductive philosophy, though, when you're working with a finite population on a ship that, you know.
They don't care.
I mean, that's the reason why we're on the search and rescue.
There's enough capacity on the Nishimura for people to continue to have children. They temper it every now and then. Kind of, it's very similar to like Asian cultures, where it's just like sometimes it's like you have a limit on how many children you have. Oh, the population is aging. We need people to have kids. Here's some extra money to have some kids, kind of situation. So.
All right.
Jack's like, what did I just hear?
Quinn, cover your ears.
I wanted their names in case we
Yeah.
find them and they can kind of trust us, hopefully, depending upon what's happened.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We got the name, so we're gonna just talk back to High Command and see what we can find out.
Well, I'd say for the sake of brevity, does he get information or not? Because we need to move along.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you would know. I would say you would know that Saito has a daughter. Her name is Suki. And then you would know that, let's see, what intel can I give you guys? You would know that Hirota attempted to join the Sabers, but was denied. So that could be something that would be a reality anchor. And then you would know that Muramoto, his uncle, was in Saber Unit 1, which was killed in action on a planetary mission about 40 years ago. So the reality anchors don't have to be positive memories. They don't have to be happy things. They just need to be something that you can absolutely mentally cling to, whether it be like a favorite object or like something that's
a traumatic event.
A traumatic event, a happy event, again, feelings of camaraderie and or something that makes you feel reverent about something. Any of these things can work. Anything that you have a strong emotional response to is a good reality anchor.
Perfect.
So, and you guys don't have to share what those are with the group, but you do need to think about them for your character and what you want those to be.
All right.
So, do you guys have any other questions for Bon?
Does it hurt?
I don't know. I ain't never been in one.
It's reassuring. Very reassuring.
Listen,
That's a fair question, actually.
I'm just here to fix stuff and report back and compile data. That's what they pay me to do. Anything else above that is above my pay grade.
I walk next to Quinn and give him a light pat on the back. It's gonna be all right, buddy. We're gonna live.
Nobody's said anything about it hurting.
Does anyone come back?
Yeah, 24.
Only.
The other teams.
Only.
Of the 32 we sent in, I mean...
It's like 2/3.
Or sorry, wait,
So
math.
say that the
27.
math doesn't check out anymore.
27, my bad.
Got it.
I mean,
It's been a long day. Listen, I don't get hired to do math. The computers do that for me. I just program the computers.
But programming the computers require math. Okay.
Not if I make the computers do it for me.
All right.
I'm gonna just pretend I didn't hear that. Captain, are we ready to go through?
Yeah, are you guys ready?
Take your bathroom breaks now while you have the chance.
Yeah. You'll probably be forced to soon enough.
Your suits are equipped with that kind of technology.
Hector puts on the brown pants.
So,
Tactical pants.
All right.
tactical pants. Tactical pants.
What do those look like?
They're cargo shorts.
You can zip the rest of the pants on and off.
Exactly.
It
Okay.
was
All
maybe
right.
Gene.
So, you're given the intel. He directly uploads it into your mechs, and as he's doing so, he explains why they couldn't do this earlier. Essentially, the tunnels move at what seem to be predictable patterns at set intervals, but the data available right now isn't sufficient enough to predict where they will be exactly. So they have like a way to track them. So the information is uploaded and you have your coordinates. As far as you can tell, you have about 2 hours to get there. So this is going to require some hustle because you got to go, you got to find a specific cave entrance and you have to be able to find the entrance to the Virillion tunnel in and of itself, essentially the wormhole.
Okay, everybody, listen to me. We're going to have to tactically sprint everywhere. The timed mission. Okay? Tactic sprints only.
So
The unfortunate thing is you're not really wrong. We do need time is of the essence.
So essentially what we're going to do now is we're going to enter into a skill challenge. So once everybody is suited up and ready to go, I'll walk you through a series of checks for the group overall. And depending on averages and things of that nature, we will see how successful or not successful you are in finding this Virillion tunnel entrance.
Make sure you limber up. Ah.
So
question, what is the likely chance of us getting lost and splitting up and then just...
You'll find out.
Well,
You
that
gonna
depends on
find
which
out.
one of you crazy people are likely to just take off running without telling anybody.
Can I recommend we tie ourselves with the rope that I brought from my lab?
I was going to say we should
you
put
won't
Quinn on a
have-
kitty leash.
You guys won't have problems finding each other. You guys have like the
Kid,
data.
not kitty. Kid.
The data for like each of your individual reactors, those are all registered on your HUD. You guys won't have any problems. You won't lose each other.
Who hurt you guys? This is what I want to know. Who hurt you guys and made it to where every encounter you are the most terrified of the most random things coming out of nowhere that aren't even I couldn't even possibly anticipate or even think of. He's like, well, maybe we should make sure we have flashlights and tie ourselves together and set a trail of breadcrumbs.
JD,
Who hurt
JD.
you, Resta?
Serious voice time?
It's
How much
called
time do you got?
roleplay experience.
2 minutes.
Who hurt you?
Starting now.
Oh shit, okay, let's
2
go.
hurt
minutes
you? Why? Just
starting
trying to
5 seconds
understand.
ago. I need a group mobility check first. So everyone roll a mobility test.
14.
And just tell me whether you pass or fail.
Pass.
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 Oh, completely failed.
Oh, JD!
Pass.
Okay, so because the collective group
We
is
win.
able to pass, you guys continue forward, and you're making really great time.
Not the time I wanted to win.
It was the tactic sprint.
Not the time.
No,
So-
that's when we wanted the 2 because it got canceled out.
So everyone makes their way. You guys are all able to maintain a pretty good speed and don't have any issues as far as overheating or anything else. There is still a dust storm raging on, and again, you're relying on instruments, but you have the coordinates. In that regard, I also need a group systems check.
Lit. 20. Oh, God.
Oh no!
I got 20.
15.
You got a 22?
Oh my god.
Pass
I
and
got
fail.
it too.
So fail.
This is
Fail.
going into the timeout bin.
3 fails for sure.
JD.
4 fails for sure.
Okay.
JD, did you roll a
Gosh.
20? Did you roll a 20?
Do we have 3 critical failures on the board?
JD, what did you
No,
roll?
I didn't crit
Okay.
fail. I
All
just
right. So you fail. Okay. So
You didn't
oh,
fail as hard as me and
fail.
Jack, so I don't want to
Jeez,
hear
no,
nothing.
no, sorry.
Okay.
I didn't understand.
yeah.
It took me a second to process. Like, what? No, I just failed. What do you mean crit fail?
So-
Oh no, I didn't get a 20. I don't suck that bad.
Feels bad.
Only when he's gaming.
Wait, the next time he tries to use his revolver, he's going to roll a 20 and shoot himself in the toe.
Oh, it's jammed.
What's wrong with it?
So
Keep going, sorry.
with that being said, so because most of you failed, you guys you make your way, you do find the cave entrance. However, you're having trouble. There's some interference. It seems like the core of this planet is probably in some form or fashion magnetic. And it is giving you issues with your communications and your mapping abilities. So it takes you were able to at least gain enough speed in the first set of checks to get to this area before like critical time. And you're just having troubles at this point finding the coordinates to the actual like Varillian tunnel entrance.
Wait, Fraz, did you say communications failure?
Or navigation failure?
Navigation.
Okay.
Mostly it's mostly navigation at this point.
Just systems in general.
Yeah.
She knew what was going to happen if it was communication disruptions.
Uh,
Send out the Morse code.
then it begins.
So,
No, not that. Much worse.
So,
Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
no, it's fantastic. So with that being said, I need for, let's see.
Please no.
If it's mobile, give it to me. Anything else? No, thank you.
Anything else? Not my forte.
Please a power test. Please a power test.
So
Yeah,
I
ditto.
actually need for Cygnus and Light Rider, go ahead and roll an additional systems check as you guys have.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you guys have the highest systems, and at this point, you guys are kind of leading the charge on this. What'd you
just
get, Mashi?
Pass or fail, Mashi.
Pass. Okay.
Passed.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
God.
a moment passes where all of you are just scrambling to try and figure out what's going on, and as the collective of you are panicking a little bit, unsure of which way to go, not really able to get your directional orientation in a cave and on a planet that, one, you're not used to fighting planet side, and two, you're not used to at all. You see the pings of a plotted path come through your HUDs as Light Rider and Cygnus are able to coordinate and lock on to your final destination.
Shiny lights.
Good job, guys.
Okay. So with that, where is it? There it is. Okay. So with that assistance, you follow this predetermined path and make it to the tunnel entrance just in time for the 5-minute timer to go off. So this has taken you an hour and 55 minutes to get here.
God.
Is that all?
Yeah, so you have 5 minutes to really get that reality anchor nailed down in your head. And in front of you, you see this pulsating purple and starlit almost wormhole, essentially.
Is it a JD hole?
I'm concerned, and I am not going to answer that question.
As in the colors of his stream theme. Is it a JD hole?
Nice save.
Moving on.
Gosh, he just hides.
So it is it's like imagine if like 3 swirling galaxies were getting sucked in by a supermassive black hole. That's essentially what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. So it kind of looks like a black hole but shinier. And it looms in front of you, and as you get closer,
Shiny.
Don't get distracted.
So as you get closer, you're actually having a hard time keeping yourselves grounded, as it seems that this phenomena is just pulling you in. So if you guys want to resist entering it until the time has come, then I need a power test for anyone who's trying to resist getting sucked in.
I mean, the whole point is to go in, so why are we?
Okay, so
I
Cygnus.
guess we gotta go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cygnus, do you just dive in? Okay. All right.
So you said to wait until the proper time?
No, I'm just saying until, like, because you have 5 minutes. Essentially, at this point, you probably have about 3 minutes until it moves to God only knows where.
Okay,
No, it's time for us to go in.
Double time, let's get in there.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna anchor in the memory of losing in the festival.
All right.
Wow.
Awesome.
Sad.
Okay.
Sad.
Cool. All right.
Yep, super sad.
Everybody
Pretty
else
traumatic.
everybody else know what their reality anchor is? You don't have to
Yeah.
share. Just make sure that you know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Share everything.
All of
An open
you
book.
jump into this portal. And as you do so, the sensation is less like floating and more like a mixture between flying and being crushed. It's like being in, it's like scuba diving almost, but less sloshy, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Like
Less
less
moshy, what?
watery, and more like
So it's like weightlessness and pressure kind of mixed together?
yeah. So it's again, it's like you're flying, but you are just having this sensation of being crushed as colors
We're getting
and
spaghettified all.
yeah, pretty much. So colors and blips of, for some, memories, and for some just darkness flash in front of you as you feel yourself careening through this tunnel to where you don't really know. And as that moment of terror reaches you, you out the other side into this very dark cave. What you can perceive is a cave. There is bioluminescent lichen coating the walls. And as far as what is registered on your systems, they are not natural, meaning they are synthetic.
We should look at them. But not me, though.
Yeah, are we able to like scan it at all, or should the
yeah.
resident engineer scan it?
Yeah, well, Ralph's gonna pretty much get distracted by the lights and just kind of move over to one and try to like gently nudge it,
Okay.
just to see what happens.
Okay. So you touch the synthetic whatever. Okay. Nothing
Then we all
happens.
die.
Okay.
More force?
Can I take a
It's
sample?
More force, just punch it.
Hey, Ralph, maybe don't touch the foreign fauna on the foreign dimension just to be on the safe side, bud.
yes,
Yeah, I'm
Cygnus, you
curious
can
to know where
absolutely
we're
take
at.
a sample of it.
I'm definitely taking a sample of it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, now that we know it's not going to kill us all.
I'm
do
saying
you-
from a,
Thanks, Ralph.
I'm
Good
saying
job.
from a
bud.
note of time item is really getting my interest.
Well, what is it called? Sample of
What was that,
fluorescent
Rest?
lighting?
Just him saying that they recovered an item from like 500 years ago is just like fully occupying the brain
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have one of those too.
Yeah.
You're only 300. You're not 5.
Yeah,
It's a new
baby.
cool thing to be 500.
You're a baby.
Yeah, you're not old
Um,
enough yet.
Put Mosh, put synthetic lichen sample on your character sheet.
Do I recognize
Your
any
notes.
of these?
No.
Sounds
None of this
tasty.
is familiar to any of you.
Oh, cool.
Plus, yeah.
Um, however, as you continue, as you march forward, just kind of following the natural cave system and what you assume to be the path of the scouts that came before you, you leave this it becomes less like a natural rock formation and more along the lines of something that has been carved. And looks to be like it was engineered for some purpose. As
What's
you
the ground made of?
The ground is just mostly dirt and rock at this point.
It's made of ground.
Are we seeing prints or anything along? You said that we are like following along the path of. How do we know that?
So it's a very linear type of system. When you get closer, actually I will give, let's see. I need if anyone has taken intellect, this would be one of those situations where you can make an intellect roll.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you
So
want both or just the one of us?
Either way.
Yep.
You want me to do a cat or you want to do
Yeah,
it?
go for it. No, go for it. Go for it.
All right.
Gamer Pie, thank you very much for the hosty. I appreciate you. Yeah, so you're gonna, for this roll specifically, you will increase your system score by 2. So increase it by 2 and then roll against that.
Definitely better that you did this.
Fail.
How bad though?
Okay.
18, 19, like 18.
Okay,
Ralph failed by 1.
So with that, even though it is technically a failure, because you were close enough, I would say that you recognize this to be, you recognize this particular rock formation to be igneous in nature. So.
I'm gonna quickly Google that word.
It's lava rock.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's basically like volcanic layer. It's like just outside the volcanic layer.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys don't remember the rock song?
No.
Did you guys never learn the rock song in middle school? Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's something for another time, because that song will be with me for the rest of my life.
Make a TikTok about it.
Does like rock or the cave like have any similarity to the one we would have like just left before going through the wormhole? Nothing. Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
I was gonna say like it could have been like a direct time travel, same spot, 500 years, but I guess not.
Nope.
Well, even then, magma flow over time and yada yada yada.
True. Okay. It's still a possibility. I like it. All right.
Commander, quick question.
What's that?
How many materials are we lacking on the Nishimura?
Hey, GM, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How many no materials are we lacking on the Nishimura?
Not enough to bring home with you.
Yeah, so probably not enough to really have to bring home with us. I'd say we're good.
That's not really a primary objective right now. So, and you would know that. Cygnus, you would know that. So,
I love that interaction so much.
I mean, if you want to bring it for your lab, just find room for it with you.
Again,
But
you can take samples if you'd like. Just make sure to mark them on your sheet.
Sample everything.
Mm-hmm.
Information is never a bad thing, but I would suggest we start hustling.
Yep.
So is the color of the lichen, just out of curiosity, anything about the same color of the glow of the goo from whenever we defeat Aeon mechs?
Ooh.
Actually, yes.
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh.
Nice.
So Ralph ain't a dummy.
It gives off the very faint yellowish, like almost pale orange glow.
Interesting.
I'm gonna take a sample of that faint yellow.
Yeah, you already have it. That's the lichen, the synthetic lichen, which you now assume to potentially maybe be the same stuff that makes up the guts of the Aeon mechs. Do you continue forward?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
I would definitely be on guard, though.
Does anybody know a good spelunking song?
We'll think of it
Um,
Okay. So.
What's that? Call me by my name? Never mind.
So you continue through what you assume to once have been magma chambers, and then into this engineering. into this engineered tunnel system. And it's at this point that we go from a less linear situation to more of a labyrinth of tunnels. So I need, once again, a collective systems check from everybody to try and
Believe in the heart of the dice. Believe in the heart of the dice. Believe in the heart
Let's
of the
go,
dice.
baby.
to
Let's
try
go,
and
baby.
keep your bearings and continue trending upward.
Fail. Another
Pass.
dice is going into the
I
penalty
pass.
box.
Pass. Quinn.
Fail.
Okay. Cool. All right. So
I mean, not really, but
majority
Not really.
passes.
Majority pass.
Majority passed.
really?
So you are able to continue to find your way through this system of tunnels and eventually make it out to the surface of a planet. But you notice that as you get closer to the surface, that this engineering, these tunnels, seem familiar, but not to each of you. What you assume to be aeonic in design, it seems that this type of engineering is something to almost convert this planet into some kind of machine.
Interesting.
But you reach the top, come out of the cave, and before you, it is desolate. No atmosphere, no foreseeable, no visual signs of life at all. The planet is covered in the layers of this igneous rock formation with sprinkled holes, cave entrances, decrepit and decaying buildings. In the
It
far,
looks like
far
this
distance.
entire rock has been strip mined.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Terraformed for sure.
In the far, far distance, you barely can make out in the dim light of this blue star what used to be, presumably, a space elevator. However, it is in ruins and just free-floating pieces, mostly. Still staying relatively in place, but as things do when they orbit something with very little gravity. So. That's what you're
Captain,
seeing.
are we able to raise anyone on radio?
Sorry?
Are we able to raise anyone on the comms? Can we reach the scouts?
That's a good idea. Let's try that.
Okay. So you send out a hailing signal to any friendlies in the vicinity, and
Can we use their names just to make sure?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Especially the name of the one's daughter, or
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, as you send out this hailing signal, a moment passes. Another couple minutes. 10. Nothing.
Shit.
That's not a good sign. A rock like
Yeah.
this, we have line of sight to the horizon. Should be nothing to interfere with comms.
Yeah. Well, we could be doing it the old-fashioned way by looking around for anything.
too heavy, Mashi. Sorry.
Yep.
Split
Yeah,
up
can't
into
understand
groups.
what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna point out that in Scooby-Doo, every time they split up, bad things happen.
Yes, I would prefer we don't.
I was going to say fan out, but don't split up, just so we can cover ground as a unit together. Sure.
Stay in visual contact. Do not
Yeah.
rely on instruments.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Look, anything you guys think is suspicious, holler it out.
for the moment,
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Calm down,
Just-
Triple P.
just so that I know, we are still cutting at 9 your time, Jack. Okay. Cool.
Jack turns into a pumpkin.
Are you guys cool with going straight through, or do we want to break?
Go straight through.
I'm good. Let's go.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
got a whole bag of chips.
Okay, so
want
as you
him chip.
all begin to fan out and search this this planetoid, asteroid, whatever it may be, you get a blip on your HUD
Bling.
with the same type of energy as the tunnel that brought you here. And before you can register what is happening, you're back in that wormhole. Colors flashing, darkness, memories, all of it happening all over again.
Wait, what?
Yep.
So we were just pulled into another one.
Yep.
We're in a loop.
Okay. And as you come out, boop, you enter this ruined battlescape. Ancient skyscrapers and buildings, cities that were once glorious in rubble and ruins around you. I need all of you to roll a mobility or a systems check where you need to roll an initiative at this point.
Pass.
As on the
Ooh, I win.
horizon.
Super fast.
Okay.
Fast.
Pass.
me.
And I found my dice for the night, apparently.
Awesome sauce. So, as you enter.
Give me like 30 seconds. I'm still listening.
Nope, you're good. So, as you enter this new, essentially, hellscape, your feet hit the ground and you're almost, some of you almost teetering forward as the impact of landing here is jarring, to say the least. And in front
Oh
of
my
you,
god.
in front of
Why is
you,
that so gnarly? Oh my goodness.
Stuff's gonna happen.
in front of you, you see a horde of mech recruits and berserkers, 20, 30 of them. And at this point, you are confronted with at least 5 of them who immediately, upon seeing you just pop up out of nowhere, are aggressive against you. So, all right, who passed?
I did. I'd like the cloaking field.
Okay. Ralph, did you pass or fail your
Pass.
initiative? Pass. And I believe Hawkins passed as well.
I got a 3.
I'd like the cloaking field.
Okay. Cloaking field is a reactor roll, right?
Good.
Yeah, think so.
Song has no reason to hit
Do you
this
want
hard.
to question? Do you want a cloaking field, or do you want to use your hollow clone?
This song is an absolute banger. Like,
I mean,
right out of the gates.
just killing it.
I mean, when the theme's called battle music, stuff's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
that just
can't
like
remember
I
what my
feel
pick
like
was for
punching
That
Hollow
guitar
Clone.
riff was
Hollow Clone.
insane. Just
Hollow
right out of
is
the gates.
presence.
Yeah.
Holland's,
Okay, I'll
hollow is a
I'll do
presence
hollow
roll.
clone.
Okay, it's a presence roll and a reactor roll as well.
I want to smack somebody.
Pass on the presence
Okay.
and 3 on the reactor.
Okay, so you pass on both. Got it. Okay, so 4 of the enemies in front of you, so far, from what you can tell, are paying more attention to your hollow clone than they are to you. So,
Bamboozle.
and then anyone else doing anything before we enter turn order? Mashi, I'm really having a really hard time understanding you with that voice mod on. We're gonna have to mess with that.
Yep.
Sometimes with voice mods,
activating
less
my
is
cloak.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You what now?
Activating my cloak.
Okay, reactor roll for me.
Five.
Okay, so that is a pass. All right, awesome. So, at this point, because you guys are considered surprised, they were already mid-battle. As you're taking a moment to realize your surroundings, not only is there a horde in front of you, but there's a horde behind you too. The horde in front of you looks to be what you recognize but are not familiar with to be like early Terran mechs. So these just cobbled together pieces of armor and just very, very scavenged looking. And behind you are Neo mechs. Very unfamiliar to all except for Light Rider, who you would recognize these designs as similar to the ones who stood guard in that dream of yours. So, with that being said, they get to go first.
So wait, how many factions are we stuck between? 2 or 3?
2. You are stuck.
yeah.
You are
Terran
in the
and
middle.
Neo?
You are in the middle of a Terran versus Neo battle. Yes.
Nice.
And they are both reacting hostilely to us.
They are the ones in front of you. The Terrans specifically are acting hostile to you because as you look at the comparison between your mechs and how they're built versus the Neos, it's similar, but not exact. So they see you as the enemy. Faction. So,
Rude.
with that being said, I need, as 5 of these berserkers come up and are just ready to just waylay you all. I need all of you to roll mobility tests,
flip.
please.
Pass.
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 Pass, baby.
All right. Awesome.
Quad
Love
pass.
to see it. Okay, so as they come up frenzied, just running full on charging at you at this point, they all come up and take their plasma axes and swipe twice at each of you, missing each time.
Now, before we start getting involved in fighting back, are we recognizing? So we
Yeah.
are all recognizing these as Terran mechs. They would be something that ideally would be friendly to us.
Yeah, we would know, like, it's like, okay, we know what these guys are.
You would also know that Neos should be friendly with you as well.
Well, you know that lost out of time thing he was talking about earlier?
Anyone who has intellect, go ahead and roll for me.
Yes, that's me. I'm kind of smart.
Pass.
Pass.
I got a 1.
Oh my god, I passed.
Oh, 2! Fuck yeah,
Okay.
I had a 1.
Okay.
Baby.
All right. You recognize from just study and general knowledge of the history of Lodestar Alpha, you've read about this battle.
Wait, are we in a historical
Wait, I read?
battle? Are we in a time? Are we in a time loop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've read this in particular. Give me a second. I have to pull up a thing.
We're in a
I didn't know
time loop.
Quinn read.
This particular battle is the battle between the Neos and the Terrans, or Bayfrag knew before the Aeons took it over.
Okay.
And we know who won this historic battle, right?
Yeah.
The Aeons?
The Neos won originally, and then when the Aeons came,
Oh,
That's
Mhm.
smushed.
Yeah.
invaded.
Shame.
when the Aeons invaded, they just destroyed everything in their path, as they do.
So, are we dealing with a potential butterfly effect? Or would we
Yes.
even know?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So
Dibs on Ashton Kutcher.
Damn it!
Ralph's got basically 2 ideas right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how to pick, like, if I should be choosing one to go with or if he should voice both ideas. So.
Voice them both.
So.
Your call, your
at
character.
At this point, we are either traveling back in the past or merely watching it. But just in case, we should try to disengage, lest we affect our present.
Yeah, I mean, from what little I know about time loops, we don't want to mess with this.
I would have to agree. Anything, if we change anything, the future is completely altered.
Yeah. I don't know a lot, but I know that.
It could be for the better, but it could be for the way worse.
Interesting note, really quickly. Quinn, as you are surveying the landscape around you, and seeing this battle in action, something comes to you. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something comes to you. I need for you to roll a reactor die for me.
Oh god.
Put your finger on it, Quinn. Put your finger on it. Let's go.
3.
Heart of the die.
You feel this overwhelming sense of rage well up inside you, and you don't know where it's coming from.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
You think on it, and it almost overwhelms you, but you're able to push it back and push it down. Focus on the present, thinking about that defeat that was handed to you in the arena and the anger that you felt at that defeat, and you're able to anchor yourself back to the present and what's happening around you. But there's something there.
Growth moment.
Rage.
Proud of my boy.
Rage within.
So, with that being said, it is your guys' turn. What would you like to do?
Is there a place where we
goes
can
first?
like hide?
Whoever, you can decide amongst yourselves who goes first. You all passed, so whoever would like to go first.
Are we gonna try? You guys are cloaked, correct?
Quinn has
I'm
his hollow
actually
clone. Yeah.
Oh, you cloned.
So
oh, you.
there is as he activates this is not something that you guys have seen yet. So I guess I should describe that as it's happening.
Yeah.
As he activates this hollow clone, you see it's less like a bamboozle and more of like almost like Quinn's mech splits in half and then reforms. And you
That's hot.
if you have a system if you have a system score lower than a 12, you don't know
Can't
which
tell
one's
the
the real
difference.
Quinn. Yeah.
Wow,
Just 13.
No, I don't even know.
just
You
call
know.
me. Oh, why don't you? Quinn doesn't even know who the real one is at
Doesn't
this
even know
point.
if he sees himself in a mirror, he gets
Yeah.
confused like a puppy.
So quick question.
Yeah.
Flash grenades are visually and systems disrupting to
Correct.
enemies in proximity, right?
Yes.
Ninja Vanish.
So, Quinn,
I got an idea too.
okay. Is it a crazy
How many?
one?
Do we know exact numbers around us?
50?
Directly right now engaged with you. There were 5 berserkers that were able to engage with you. There are 4 that are distracted by your clone, and there are probably about 6 long range that will be able to get close enough to you to engage you next turn.
15 in
Okay.
total.
15
I would
total.
like the targeting computer at the ground underneath me. That's the
Okay.
scan. That's the scan.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Uh-huh.
I dig
Smart.
that. I dig that.
For a change.
Go ahead
Sorry,
and
Brad.
no, you're fine. I'm just thinking about how I would go about doing this. So we did decide that it was based on a range. Go ahead and roll a systems check for me and let me know what number you get.
I thought I had to roll for a 5 or a 6 for.
Oh
pass or
no,
fail.
that's to recharge it.
Oh.
So you'll use it, and then if it's then you'll get it back on a 5 or a 6.
Okay. Systems check. That's the wrong dice. Okay. That is a fail.
What did you roll?
10.
Okay, so it's within enough of a range. So the way that I'm playing this, because your system score is a little bit lower, we're gonna play this as like a ranged type thing, and it's gonna be a variation of how well it works.
Okay.
So with a 10, I would say that it's successful enough that if you had your weapons expert give him the information, you would be able to. What is it you're trying to accomplish exactly?
I just want to see how many there are. That's really what I want. I want some numbers.
Okay.
And maybe location.
In the ground or on the horizon?
Well, I mean, everything's around us. We're
Yeah.
kind of surrounded at this point. So I was thinking maybe under our feet to get kind of a close range scan to see what's really going on. If there's anything extra going on other than what we actually see.
Okay,
If
so
there's anything under us?
Or for information gain.
yeah, okay, gotcha. So as far as anything underneath of you, computer doesn't pick up anything. However, as you
So no voids, no tunnels. I think that's what he was looking for.
yeah, nothing strategically outside of what you can see. However, as you pan up and kind of scan the horizon, blips just everywhere. The number is immeasurable. Yeah, there's a lot.
Unfathomable.
Unfathomable.
So can I forward that to everybody's HUDs?
Yeah, and as he does so, all of your HUDs light up with these reactor signatures and blips all over, just everywhere, as far as the eye can see.
Do we have
It
any
just gives us
direction where
blips,
we're
so we
clear?
wouldn't know who, like, what factions they are.
The direction that he was looking was towards the Terrans,
Damn. Okay.
and they lost.
Shit.
Just
I
as a
have an
reminder.
idea. So, how big is the radius for a flash grenade?
Well, that was what Ralph was thinking earlier. So
Yeah.
Theo, so Jack will say that that's unless you want to move or attack one of the mechs that's in proximity to you, I will say that's your turn.
I'd like to move behind everybody else.
Okay.
Would that make my hollow clone go forward?
You can decide where your hollow clone goes. We'll say that
Okay.
that's as part of your movement action. You can move your hollow
He is
clone.
thinking so hard about Apex.
No, I'm honestly just don't want to get hit with these stun grenades because my systems don't work very well.
You're good.
Yeah, so that's what I'd like to do, and I'd like my bamboozle to go towards these attacking,
Okay.
these
All right. Yeah, easy enough.
forward-moving mechs.
Yeah, easy enough to do. Most of them are. All of them except for the one that managed to attack you is pretty much convinced that that's you. But because your mobility is so high, I'm not even going to have you roll for a mobility to disengage, so fuck it.
I love it.
Also for the sake of brevity. So you step back, your clone charges, tactically sprints if you were, towards towards the enemies in front of you.
As it would.
Yep. So Theo, what were you were saying something about the flash grenade, so go ahead with that.
Well, there's that, but also, do we have any direction in which we look like we might have a clearing to get out of the middle of this?
Towards the ruined city, which is to your east.
So,
Everybody be ready to move. I'm going to drop a flash grenade.
Heard.
You may want to get their attention first. That way they look at it and then they go blind, and then we can do.
Just throw
it's
it
a
towards
flash
the clone.
grenade. I'm going to roll it under their feet. They're not going to
Throw it
have a
towards the
choice.
clone. There's 4 distracted by the clone.
Yeah. Well, so
good
it's
idea.
going to be targeting the ones that are able to immediately engage any of us. So
Okay.
from those distance, that's what I'm looking to do.
Okie doke. So,
Can we coordinate this attack and attack multiple ones at the same time?
fail. Pass. Pass.
Uh-oh.
3, 4. Pass. So, go ahead and do what the rest of you are doing. What are you doing other than dropping the flash grenade?
It was going to be as if the flash grenade actually worked. It was going to be start to disengage
Yeah, we're gonna-
and keep myself between everybody else. Though right now as a damage shield, because trying to avoid
Okay.
causing too much of an interaction.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back to that because this is all happening simultaneously as you guys kind of have gathered what is happening and what is going on around you. So Light Rider, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, I wanted to nope the heck out of there.
Okay, so
I mean, we don't need to be engaged in these.
Okay.
There's seven. There's lots of them and 5 of us.
Okay, Cygnus, anything you want to do?
Other than cause a distraction, get them blinded, and dip, nothing really.
Brown
Okay.
pants.
Okay, Hawkins, same with you.
Same deal.
Okay, cool. So
Code brown. Code brown.
So-
GTFO.
as the flash grenade rolls from Ralph's giant titan hands, you guys all, as it goes off, proceed
Bravely
to
run away.
run to the
Bravely.
east. Cygnus Light
Brave Sir
Rider,
Robin.
Cygnus Light Rider, are you engaging your jump jets?
Yeah.
Okay, so Cygnus and Light Rider, I need both of you to roll reactor rolls for me real quick.
Oh, reactor.
Yes, reactors, please.
6.
Okay,
Wait.
Piece of plastic.
so that's
Trace.
okay, cool. So those are both passes. So as you guys start to run away, Quinn already having a bit of a head start from running originally as basically as soon as his hollow clone split and he got the targeting computer out. Light Rider and Cygnus just yeet into the distance,
Gone.
engaging their jump jets, taking their full movement. Everyone else, Ralph kind of hanging back, making sure to be that shield buffer in between you and any damage you would encounter. And as you begin to post up and start entering the abandoned city yet again, the indicator bleeps on your HUD. And in a flash, you're back in the tunnel again. As it seems that whatever is going on in this particular tunnel, it is transporting you through time, space, and planets. But it is very clear at this point that it is very unstable. Yes,
My
Jack.
hollow clone's still up.
Your hollow clone is back on.
In a different dimension, bro.
It's in a different timescape.
You left technology from 500 years in the future.
It's just a clone.
It's a hollow projection.
it's a hollow, yeah, right.
It disappeared, right? Yeah.
So we'll say that what you don't see when you are sucked back into the timescape that is this Virillion tunnel is your hollow clone just
The past.
yeah, just disappears.
What a world! What a world!
What a world! It's like the Wicked Witch of the whatever.
Not the bees.
I was thinking
Mrs.
more Yoda
Melts.
yogurt when he fades out. What a world!
Okay, so I need to figure out where you guys land now.
In a small family diner.
In Poughkeepsie.
Not quite. Not quite.
Now spell Poughkeepsie.
Cygnus has a theory that he wants to talk to the captain of the rest of the group.
You're currently being hurtled through space-time. So,
You're getting spaghetti-fied again. By the way, real astrophysics term.
yeah. So, as you are yet again being spaghetti-fied, hurtled through space-time, however you want to call it, you are hurtled into space. Just,
In time or just space?
no, space.
Nice.
And
that was a good one.
around you,
I appreciate that one.
Thank you.
yet again taking in your surroundings and seeing the things kind of just coming into view. Light Rider, you definitely recognize this place.
Hey, I definitely recognize this place.
As in front of you is the floating Neo fortress that you have seen in your dreams and that all of you recognize from your history books at this point. And you recall Ben talking about this as well. And this seems to be where the original relic was recovered from this particular tunnel.
That looks a lot bigger than what we were taught in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you are taking in this giant structure, the size of a moon, you recognize Fort Husqvarna from a distance.
Looks majestic.
So this floating space fortress of the Neo Dominion was the seat of the once exiled Prince Ilian Acaris, and the last stand for the knights that still served the old rule.
But we are still in the past, or would we know
This
that
is
from...
definitely the past. Oh,
Okay, it is the past. Okay, cool.
I have a feeling that thing got blowed up.
This
Yeah,
is
that was going to be the kind of next question.
Yeah, so the relic that was recovered was from this fort. And Bon, Bon had specifically said that it's some 5 centuries old. And here it is, pristine and glimmering in front of you.
Do we know what happens to it in the future? Cool.
Yep.
Maybe we're the cause.
So this would have actually been a result of a culmination of natural disasters as well as another just Aeon invasion. So the planet that it orbits, essentially, giant crater / rubble in present day. They essentially Death Starred it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bueno.
So the That's No Moon got blowed up by a bigger That's No Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, except
Sorry,
it was the planet.
That hurt my own brain. I'm sorry.
No,
chat.
it's fine. So essentially what happened is, and we can kind of go over a little bit more of this lore later, but before it came crashing down, planet got blowed up is the Cliff Notes version.
Okay.
So in front of you, you see this massive floating fortress, and surrounding it are hundreds upon hundreds of Neo Knights and their airships and just very sophisticated, regal styled implements. Things that have been discovered from archaeological digs and put on display in museums and seen only in history books in present day.
Okay.
Huh.
How many credits would those be worth?
The limit does not exist. Would be the correct answer.
We're taking all of it.
Did Jack just turn into Mech
Billionaires.
Rogue?
He's always been Mech
Has an
Rogue.
idea to make us all billionaires.
So,
What's around us other than that?
space
We are
and the planets.
massively outnumbered, and hopefully they don't see us.
Am I
Do they
still
see us?
close?
I like that.
Just fly casual.
As far as you can tell right now, they are preoccupied with something else,
Damn it.
particularly
Okay.
someone else,
Oh yeah.
as this seems to be an unusual amount of fortification. And as you take a moment and kind of like do the puppy dog, cock your head, a wormhole opens up.
Oh boy.
And through it come several Gygus class Aeon ships. It seems.
All right, Space Bridge, take us away.
It seems that the assault on Fort Husqvarna has begun. You are witnessing yet again a historic event.
So you think the other
What was this
subs
planet
may have
called
died
again?
in this battle?
The planet is called. Give me a moment. This is called. Oh god, I can't even pronounce my own planet names. Beta 8.
Okay, good. Whew, okay.
Beta 8.
Okay, we're good.
Mm-hmm. No, you've already... The last planet you were at was Bayfrag New. Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I see where that was going now.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You put the pieces together there, did you?
I've already figured out what tonight's theme is.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So.
Very glad I passed that check.
I'm kind of disappointed that you did, not gonna lie, because there was gonna be some
God,
cool
that could have been bad.
shit that was gonna happen. It might happen again. We'll find out. Anyway.
God.
I
like that.
So, as you are seeing this assault happen, what do you do?
How many Gygas came through? You said several? Like 4?
Like 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna nickel and dime me.
Like double the amount that came after the Nishimura, basically.
Yeah, we
like
won.
triple almost. Considering it was
How-
2 and this is 6.
What kind of
I thought
proximity
you
do we
said there
have to
were
these
3
things?
before.
No, it's
never
2.
mind.
2.
Yeah, triple then.
Yep.
Triple.
What were you asking, Jack?
What kind of proximity do we have to these things? And the building.
You're at a pretty far distance.
Hopefully, it's super far.
Yeah, you guys are
Super far is
out
the descriptor I
of
was looking for.
Yeah.
Is it
you
one of
guys
those
are
things
out
where
of
we
the
might
line
want to
of
just
fire.
like
Okay,
limit
good.
our reactor output to like not get noticed?
Yep, that would be what you're doing. So as you
Am I still
all,
invisible?
yeah, you're still cloaked
I'd like to tactically lay down
in space. Okay,
in space. Just planking in space.
so you so
Quinn's
Quinn-
tiny. He might be 2-dimensional if he lays down hard enough.
Quinn essentially just kind of bursts himself a little bit backwards and just plasters up against the chassis of Saber Romeo. Just like
Incognito mode. Engaged.
leech.
So this is kind of just
Brad, just call a
spitballing,
new ability of mine?
but there's 6 of them, and this is the siege that would have taken the fort down and blow up the world.
Yep.
So, and again, just spitballing here. If those Gigas were to be taken out, then that wouldn't happen.
Correct.
Right.
Cool. No, just food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we should do it.
In
but-
5 decades? With this
Yeah,
one?
no, this is like 5 centuries.
It's a lot of butterfly effect, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
We can't do
there-
that. We
no,
can't do that.
exactly.
And-
It's
I
the
have a
temptation
theory.
is there, but at the same time, we could also it's 6 of them against 5 of us, and then
Yeah.
another army not knowing we're on their side.
And as you're having this collective thought, the wormhole opens again.
I'd like to get off of Romeo real quick, so we don't spaghetti together.
Merge into each other.
No, this is the wormhole that the Aeons came through.
Oh, okay.
So this is
Okay.
happening in front of you. So
so
far, no
there's
blips
more.
on your HUD as far as another time jump is going. So as this other wormhole opens significantly farther back, and you're wondering, that's weird. A CODIS class ship comes through, a dreadnought. With a BFC on the front, big fucking cannon. So essentially, dreadnought ships, CODIS class ships. Imagine an ion cannon, but put it on a ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's big.
It's like Snoke's ship.
It's like,
I'm assuming throwing a grenade in the big, huge cannon is not gonna do anything. right?
probably
Yeah.
not, no.
I mean, we got our big cannon Romeo, so you know,
Oh,
potato,
yeah.
potato.
Yeah, exactly.
Big, not that big.
Yeah.
It's testing you, Romeo. It's testing you. It got big guns than you. It's
Yeah.
like you can't do things.
It's a flex off.
So,
Look, Ralph likes the big booms. Ralph doesn't like being the big boom, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
It's more like this space bridge wormhole is trying to like show us stuff and tempt us.
Potentially.
Like an art gallery, but in a
Yep.
void. Okay.
Yeah.
What Cygnus is pretty much thinking is like, if certain things change in history, the Aeonic takeover would never have happened.
Well, that's
The
been
fact
my
of-
thought.
Right, and the reality anchor that I've all been told has tied us to one reality that we have existed. So say if we do change the outcome of a certain battlefield, if we remember our reality, we would still go back to our own reality of the timeline that we have come from.
Yeah, so are we in like hot tub time machine time travel, or are we in Back to the Future time travel at this
Oh,
point?
Jesus.
No, and that's not even a joke. That's like, is it now
You
like
have-
our
you have
past?
Back to the Future, you have Hot Tub Time Machine, and you have Bill and Ted. I mean, they're
Yeah, I
like
was just about to say the Excellent Adventure. So it's like,
Yeah.
if we do something, do we go back to our time and that's made an effect, or have we made a split and we just go back to our time, nothing's happened, but now there is an alternate reality?
You don't know.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah. No, you don't
Plus,
know.
I
Who's
mean-
willing to take the risk?
And
Plus,
also,
Another question.
It's 5 centuries in the past, and the Aeon technology hasn't changed. We still don't have a freaking chance in hell.
Oh god, no.
I have a-
Yeah,
I have
that's a
quick
good
question,
point too.
Brad.
That the,
Yeah,
that
what's
the
up?
Aeon technology is the exact same.
Are we taking account of our location and time through these tunnelways?
are you?
Yes, totally.
Mashi?
I
I'm
have a
not smart
feeling
enough.
like Machi's mech is recording everything.
Yeah, I definitely think as far as, because you're gonna have to write a report on this later, Hawkins. Like, I have a feeling that you guys are probably taking inventory.
Well, everybody's
I
mech
asked
probably
because-
has a black box anyway. So.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've gotten some stuff down.
There's the bus. Here you go.
So
Because if we are living in one of those realities, we might be able to come back and change some things. If we know how to get here
potentially
and home. And home.
and home.
Is this how the
Home.
AI taken over?
Home is the important thing. So, I need actually to do a thing real quick. Where is
I
my
hope it's not a
other
presence check
D10?
for me. Or system.
Okay, we're good.
You know what though? There's a thing Ralph might realize too. The fact that their technology looks exactly the same half a millennia ago as it does now. They have little adaptability. They don't change. That could be
Alternatively, it could be them
weakness.
coming through the wormhole because they have a map.
That's what I was thinking. Is that like they're using these wormholes to come out at different points in time?
And
So it's
changing
like
Oh, there's
things.
another one too.
it's been like
Literally
it's the
changing
same
things.
army, just that
Different time.
somehow used like that harnessed the power of the hot tub and just goes through a time. Just is the easiest way to think about it.
Oh my
No,
God,
but like
that's
that's a good point there, Jack.
Dude, if it wasn't DMCA, we should totally play God Gave Rock and Roll to You at the end of this stream today.
Okay. So, as you're witnessing this, once again, epic historical battle happen in front of you, you hear over the short-range comms,
Anybody there? Hello? Hello?
Who's speaking?
It's probably
Quick
one of the
party check.
scouts
Is it a
on
good
the-
idea to return call on this one?
No,
Rather
we can't.
suspicious
We can
voicemail.
change the future.
Well,
It's probably one of the scouts.
the
What if
Aeons
this
wouldn't
is
bother.
technically part of it? Oh my god, my head's exploding.
Sorry.
We could change the future just by connecting with somebody from the past and altering it in any way. We can't communicate.
But what if the actual current time of events we create
did.
the future is that we did answer?
Oh Jesus!
Us not
the damned if
answering
we do,
changes
damned
the
if we don't
future.
moment.
Cygnus is responding, if anything.
Fair enough. Pull the trigger. Love it.
they respond again, and just, you can tell this person is frantic.
Hello? This is Scout Sheen. Is there anybody there? I don't know where the hell I am.
Scout team who?
Scout Sheen.
Oh, Sheen. Sorry,
Sheen.
different team.
Can we get a name check on those guys?
Yeah, Hirota.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hirota Sheen.
Give him the anchor.
We need to remind them where they belong.
Remember, you got denied from entering Saber.
I know who I am. I just don't know where I am. 31
Not in
it's
Saber.
31 there.
Where are you?
She doesn't know where she is.
You're not in Saber.
He responds by giving you a coordinate, and it's not very far from you. It's just in the opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
How do we know this is a trap?
I went around the planet to avoid the battle. I've read about this. I've seen it. It's.
And it just.
Wouldn't bother with a trap, and the Neos are too busy to care.
This was our mission, though.
We are here to rescue them.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Not it.
Tactically.
So as you head towards the coordinates that were provided to you, you come upon a just basic survey scout mech, and it seems the reactor is stable, but it's otherwise unresponsive.
Am I allowed to do a quick fix and make sure you can get back up to date?
Yep, you absolutely can. And with your assistance, Scout Sheen is able to get their systems back up and running and mobile just in time for another reality blip to come upon your HUD at this point. And you know that you have mere seconds to react before you get sucked back in.
Are they going to come with us?
Sheen, quickly, where's the rest of your team?
I don't know. I lost them somewhere. It's just me out here.
Just grab Sheen and just make sure that she makes it into the team warp with us.
Can someone remind him of the reality real quick? Again?
So the reality anchor?
You didn't make it into Saber, bro. You didn't make it in.
I know. Thanks.
Not the time. Not the
You're
time.
welcome. I'm looking out for you.
Remember what is important to you, what you go back to when you are done your missions.
All I know is that I was supposed to recover relics. I have some on me, and I don't know where the rest of my team is. I'm worried about them. What are we doing? Where are we going? And as this conversation is happening, yet again, you get pulled into the Virillion tunnel and just see the same sight all over again.
More wiggly, wimey, timey, wimey.
More
Shane's with
wibbly
us or not
wobbly,
with
timey
us?
wimey. He is current. You don't know. You won't know until you come out of the other side. So.
Gotcha.
Wait, did you see we see the same thing again?
It's like replaying. You're seeing the same flashes of colors, the same flashes of memories or darkness, just kind of over and over at this point.
This was kind of fun the first 2 times, but now it's getting old.
Yeah, if this keeps up, I might throw up.
Okay.
There's a system for that.
So this is fun.
I'm hoping I put them with me because I grabbed onto them.
That's a 2 and a 3. Oh, this is fun.
Fraz, the music stopped.
This is fun. Oh, did it? That's rude. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yep, you're welcome.
It's gotta be epic.
So as you exit yet again, just pulled into whatever reality you end up this time, you do see Scout Sheen with you, as it seems they were able to coordinate and anchor. It seems that you guys are anchored together. Additionally to you're anchored to your own reality. So the feelings of camaraderie and just the knowledge of each other's presence is enough to keep you all from just completely drifting apart in this insanity. So now having made contact with you, Sheen is accompanying you. At this point, however, you are pulled in to something a little different. So,
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Uh-oh.
you recognize the planet you were on before. However, it is destroyed. Pieces of it, asteroid-sized, floating freely in space, mostly dust. However, at the same time, it seems that this is not the correct time for this event. As you are not only in the wrong system, because you're back in Lodestar Alpha,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but you know that
Right.
this planet in particular happened about 300 years ago.
Yeah,
And
what'd you do?
but you also see the familiar galaxy of Lodestar Alpha, the familiar system. However, the planets are missing. It seems like this star, the star that you know to be the center of this galaxy, is not fully developed. It seems like this particular space-time weirdness is just a mash of several eons before the full formation of Lodestar Alpha, and several eons after.
So, are we witnessing the birth of Lodestar Alpha?
Kind of, but not really.
This is a planetary nursery.
Yeah. So, however,
I could go and say, hey, can we just be the gods that created the Big Bang Theory of Lodestar Alpha?
so as Joker is dispelling this joke, you hear this.
Low-hanging fruit.
Sorry. You hear this roar. And it is feral and it sounds angry. And before you can turn to face it, an unfamiliar biological threat is detected on your HUD.
Shit.
And as you hear this just soul-shaking, terrifying screech, that is where we're going to end the night's session.
Damn, cliffhanger! So wait, are we technically in space, or are we like on
You
a
are
rock?
very much in space.
Okay, cool, perfect, excellent.
So
it's
in space.
It's a dragon.
Actually watching the birth of Lodestar Alpha.
It's a dragon.
It's like,
And
this is
Space
like
Dragon.
before, this is like way before Lodestar Alpha was even a thing. So,
That's
Yeah.
a question.
I didn't
yes,
see that coming.
What are the void maw?
Yeah.
that's an excellent question and one that we'll have to answer next time.
What did he ask?
The void maw.
The Void Maw.
Void Maw.
Star Wars nerd.
All that you know is that terrifyingly little is known about them.
Lovely.
Mhm.
Sweet.
I mean, how
So
does it?
experiment
What does
and
it
sample
sound like to
pattern.
you? Does it sound pleasant? Because it doesn't sound pleasant to me.
Sounds like space dragon.
Space
I
Dragon.
mean, space dragons sound fun. Oh,
I'm gonna have it as it's gonna be my. I'm gonna
Falcon.
like adopt
How
it,
to train a space dragon.
bring it home with me. Call it Toothless.
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
man,
that-
you guys,
I'm
we
gonna
keep
make
building
Carl
up
friend
to
in
this.
space.
We keep building up to this, and I am just. I want it to happen so bad. I'm dying.
I'm
Been
really
killing
glad
me
that I
for 2
didn't.
weeks.
Yes, I approve. Anyone else want a pet dragon or a pet mascot?
Could it be a kangaroo or a kangacorn?
Oh
Kangacorn.
God, space kangaroo.
Kangacorn
Mecha
dragon.
Space Kangacorn.
Kangacorn.
I think we can use that.
Space
We'll call it Roger.
Corn.
Yes.
We'll call
absolutely.
it Roger. And every
Kangacorn
time he comes
dragon
over
named
comms, he goes, Roger that.
Lily says, "How do roars work in the vacuum of space?" That is an interesting question.
That's how powerful the roar is. It deletes the vacuum.
Yeah.
Or it's an
It
organism.
is the vacuum.
Or it is an organism that has adapted to the vacuum of space.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Oh God, is it like a freaking like monstrous tardigrade?
You'll find out. You'll
I'm
find
thinking windfish from like Skyward Sword.
I'm thinking we're getting
Sounds
into
less
Star Trek
intimidating.
Discovery Land.
out.
I like it.
Okay. So that is that's it until next week, y'all.
Thank
So-
you.
Well,
yeah.
it was an awesome session.
That
It
was
was
super
good.
good. Tons of lore building.
Stressful as crap.
Yeah, I still don't know.
Change
what's
the
going on.
future. Here we go.
I'm a little concerned for Jack's well-being at this point.
Yeah,
Oh.
Jack's in trouble. I can tell.
Yeah, a little bit. Less of Jack himself, but more of like, well, I mean, I guess
Wait.
Jack himself just kind of doing the mental gymnastics of putting the pieces together for his character, which is fun.
I'm very glad that I passed that check. Is all I'm gonna say.
That's right.
I'm honestly so disappointed.
I know.
So
Yeah, I know you are. I
disappointed.
know you wanted that to happen. I didn't. As
Oh.
soon as you had I had like mentioned the name, or like you had mentioned the name after, I was like, that could have been bad.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been really bad.
It could still
Jack's playing
happen.
against God.
It could still happen. We'll find out.
Mashi, that's the other reason I asked you if we knew how to get there,
Well,
So
because we might be able to change the future.
Damn straight.
Change
Let's
the
go.
future by changing the past.
all right,
We
guys.
gotta go back.
I'm gonna go
Or
say
it's something you've already done as your past self in the
Yeah.
self and you don't know, and it's all freaking wah.
thank you guys so much for another kick butt session. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
bye.
I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of fun to prep and
Yeah.
get ready. So,
Very good.
and we're not even done with it yet. So,
Oh,
No.
Never.
So-
It's gonna be a three-parter, I feel.
Yeah.
yeah, essentially at this point, that's kind of what we're working up to.
Oh,
I'm
the
gonna
world
go-
serpent from like Norse mythology. That's what I was trying to get out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go say bye to chat. I will pop back into our Discord call afterwards, but until then, I will see you guys next week. So,
Yep. Ditto.
Thank you again for a great
Yeah.
session, Brad.
so smurfly.
Laters.
Oh.
So, did anybody think this through, sending a bunch of people who have trouble remembering their past into a place where we have to rely on our memories of the present?
No, but quite honestly, when does anybody think about us? Our job is to go in the hole, and that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.